I rolled down the window, tentatively reaching out, wanting to know how deep I was buried by the mudslide. The moment I applied pressure, dirt surged into the car through the crack in the window. I quickly rolled the window back up, but the sunroof started cracking. In a panic, I grabbed some tape, hoping to seal the glass, but the thin tape couldn't handle the weight of the dirt. I washed as I was about to be buried alive. Suddenly, I saw a car lock at my feet, grabbed it, and wedged it into the sunroof. The sunroof stopped cracking, and the dirt stopped falling. For now, I was safe, letting out a sigh of relief. I was thirsty after all the chaos, grabbed a bottle of water and drank it all in one go. Only after drinking did I realize it was the last bottle of water in the car, but at this point, there was no going back. I suddenly remembered my phone, pressed the emergency number, but the thick mud blocked the signal. I tried starting the car, hoping to break free from the mud. The engine roared twice, shattering my hope. I slammed the car with my fists, causing a second landslide. The car shook violently. I froze, eyes wide open, afraid to move. After a while, the shaking stopped. My heartbeat slowly returned to normal. I started checking the car for anything useful. After rummaging for a while, I found nothing. Then I heard a dripping sound. Mud water was leaking in from the sunroof crack. I leaned in, desperately sucking it up with my mouth. But it wasn't enough. I used a nail clipper to widen the gap, made a funnel out of a card, and wedged it into a bottle, then locked it with a car lock. As the water filled the bottle, I couldn't help but applaud myself. But the relief didn't last long. I could barely breathe. The oxygen inside the car was running low, and I knew soon I'd suffocate. That's when I looked at the folding chair, had an idea, grabbed the steel pipe, and shoved it through the sunroof. But halfway through, mud water started pouring down the pipe. I screamed, pulled out the pipe, and stuffed a newspaper in the hole. Feeling stuck, I saw the water bottle, and suddenly got an idea. I unscrewed the cap, punched a small hole, tied a knot with a rope, and threaded it through the steel pipe. The cap tightly sealed the pipe. I couldn't help but admire myself, gripping the pipe carefully, pushing it upward. The first pipe didn't go through, so I taped on a second one. Kept pushing, then a third. The oxygen inside was almost gone. I could hardly breathe, my strength almost spent. I grabbed the jack from the trunk, placed it under the pipe, and it helped a bit. But the jack hit its limit. The pipe still couldn't break through the mud. This was my only chance for survival, and I refused to give up. I grabbed a blanket, draped it over my shoulder, and used my shoulder to push the pipe with all my might. Suddenly, the resistance on my shoulder disappeared. I lowered my head, gasping for air, unable to believe I'd made it. I quickly shoved the wire into the pipe, popped the cap, leaned close to the opening, and saw a faint light. I shouted out in excitement. As I breathed in the fresh air, I felt like I had been reborn. Then, I started searching for anything that might attract attention. Suddenly, it hit me. I found some old newspapers, rolled them into a paper strip, and stuffed it into the pipe. I lit a match, hoping the smoke would catch